Is this the type of vibe I give off? You know? Is it the face or is it the ass? You know what I'm saying? And then there was this other man, he was like, he didn't get approved for the credit card, but his wife did. Yeah, men understand credit, yeah. And he was like, yeah, that's why you always have your wife. And you know, I was trying to grow it up. I was like, yeah, that's why you have to be a real woman. He looks me up and down, he goes, or a husband. I'm like, damn, what happened to talking about people in the car on the ride home? You know, whatever happened to that? You know? And the worst one was this black lady, because it's always your people, y'all. And, she was like, you remind me of my cousin. I was like, oh, this motherfucker better not be gay, and he better not be ugly. That's the worst shit ever. When somebody tell you look like somebody ugly, I'll be having to run to the internet to find somebody that you look like pronto. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep your ass up at night. And, apparently he's gay because she's shaking her Pandora bracelet in my face with a pride flag hanging off. He's like, oh, look. I'm like, okay, now everybody know I'm gay in public. Thank you. She was like, are you going to Pride? I was like, no. She was like, why not? You need to go to Pride. I was like, why? She was like, you need to go be with your people. Damn. I was like, damn. Well, I quit. So I'm a father, and y'all got one too?
Yeah.
I try to avoid his calls because they always end with him asking me, "Are you still gay?" Yeah, he thinks one day I'm gonna give it up, and I had to avoid his calls for weeks, and finally he gets on the phone. He's like, "Hey DJ, hey, I just got shot." I'm like, damn, he got shot in a drive-by shooting, and I was like, I'm a bad son, I've been avoiding his calls. But as more information came out about the shooting, it turned out he got shot with a BB gun. Now I ask you, who this nigga beefing with, minors? You know how bad you gotta be to make somebody do a drive-by with a BB gun? They said, we not gonna kill this nigga, we just gonna teach him a lesson. When you kill an animal, you get a real gun. So, a deer get more respect than my daddy. A coyote get more respect than my daddy. A cat get more respect than my daddy. What I'm trying to say is my daddy is a rodent in these streets, y'all. Yeah. Growing up, I used to get in trouble for like the most stupidest things. Like, one time I got a whooping for eating pizza in the morning. I told my mom, I was like, Miss Onika, my science teacher said, eating pizza in the morning is good for you. You get the carbohydrate. She was like, when Miss Onika paid bills in my house, she could tell me what the fuck to do in my house. I was like, all right, well, fuck you. So, the next morning, I slid down the stairs, y'all. I went to the refrigerator, and I put me a couple slices in the microwave because cold pizza is for meth addicts. And I heat it up, I eat. I run it back upstairs from the boy in her room. All I hear is, what you just eat for breakfast? I'm like, girl, I have some cereal, some honey toast. She was like, it smell like onions. I was like, ooh. So I go in my room, and I go take a shower, y'all, get undressed. She busted my room with a belt. And I feel like she did that because, my dad used to say, the ass meat is most tender after a shower. Yes, they used to tear stuff after them showers, y'all.